Hello there, everybody out there on the internet. Welcome. We are the Renegades, and there's some movie trailers that we need to react to because, oh, God.
Oh, boy, it's going to be a thing, isn't it?
Movie studios are jerks because, I mean, honestly, we record on Thursdays. Why release it the day after? Why release it the day after we record? And then, you know, like,
yes, because they
change it specifically for us.
Yes,
no,
they
I know they're not. I know they won't. I'm being a dick. Come on, I'm just being a dick for the hell of it. But honestly,
like earlier when he was antagonizing Chico,
I wasn't antagonizing him.
I have
he was
video
antagonizing
proof.
me.
Check out episode 6 of Behind the Scenes.
Oh, it's happening.
Oh God,
Chico is a grumpy boy.
Chico is the grumpus.
Chico
of the
wants
lumpus.
to defend.
Yes, and I love him for that.
Yeah.
It's just he
wants to defend me from Nate, which is, to be fair, given some of Nate's previous behavior,
It was instant though.
might be warranted.
The moment Bill and Chico sat down.
He's never done that to me, but to be fair, Nate has really animated hands.
That's true.
I don't move when I'm near him.
Yeah, like Nate's really animated, and Chico sees stuff fly in front of him, and he flinches.
Like Dr. Alan Grant.
One time I got to boop the snoot.
Yeah, I'm amazed that you still have all your fingers. Not that he could actually bite off a finger.
Well.
I mean...
The one time he bit me, I literally had like 2 fingers completely in his mouth.
And you just went, no.
And I was just like,
No.
what the heck, Chico?
No. All right. So the
so
first trailer,
fuzzy right
the first trailer that we're going to react to is Solo: A Star Wars Story.
Oh,
So
boy.
we are all aware of one Han Solo.
Are we all?
Never tell me the odds.
Except for Heather, because she doesn't watch movies, save for Evil Dead, Home Alone, and
number one
other films.
space and Cap.
To be
true.
fair, I don't remember any of Home Alone.
Okay, well, so Han Solo was pretty much everybody's favorite character. He was the badass that all boys of the 70s and 80s aspired to be, because honestly, he just didn't give a damn, and still doesn't give a damn. Didn't even give a damn in death.
I thought the
spoilers.
Junior guy was everyone's favorite.
Which one? Which one? Darth Vader?
The Hut one, the Weenie Hut one.
Oh, Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
What?
No.
What?
Everybody hates Jabba.
No,
the Hutt.
everybody hates
that was
Jabba.
a joke. Haha.
No.
Oh ho, ha, 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 ha. Gosh, she's making jokes about one of the most beloved franchises in the world. It's okay.
Well, I mean,
I don't have a good sense
So
of
was
humor.
Ryan Johnson.
Uh-oh. No, actually,
Come at me, bro.
Here we go.
Actually, Micah, I've went back and I watched it again.
Safe.
And you know what? Here's the thing. Second viewing, I actually enjoyed myself a lot more than the first one.
That's
because,
fine.
No. Here's the thing. Going back, I mean, honestly, and when you understand, like, the pre-production stuff, like, J.J. Abrams and Ryan Johnson had no communication, and they pretty much were under no, like, bounds to keep each other's storylines, which is weird because considering J.J. Abrams is coming back.
It definitely felt like that when I watched it.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I
which turns
understand.
some people off, but Ryan Johnson, I mean, he's going to do what he wants to do. So, anyway, this is not directed by Ryan Johnson. Strangely enough, this had director problems of its own. Started out being directed by Lord and Miller, the same directors of 21 Jump Street and the Lego Movie. 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, and the Lego Movie. My mistake.
I mean,
great
the Lego
directors.
movie's a really good movie.
but it's also
yeah.
a weird choice of director for this.
Well,
They should have picked
honestly,
John
the
Hughes so we could have a spider.
the script and the concept that they came up with,
I just
it was
learned that reference.
it was
I
a
just
space
learned that
west,
reference.
it was a space western with a
minutes ago.
swashbuckler feel, and
And
it had a
cultured.
brand of comedy to it that Lord and Miller said that they could bring to life on screen and could keep the viewers interested. However,
Sounds
Kathleen
okay.
Kennedy, after seeing a pre-production cut of the film, you know, seeing what they had done so far and hearing how the cast felt with going with the comedic edge that Lord and Miller wanted to portray throughout the film versus a more serious tone, overall, Lord and Miller were let go. So, instead, Ron Howard was brought on to finish production and then do a few weeks of reshoots to reshoot scenes that Lord and Miller felt were complete. However, the studio felt different about.
Ron Howard it's a weird pick.
Well, Ron Howard's a good director.
I mean, but he's done like a lot of documentaries here recently.
Well, he's wanted to get back into film here recently as well because he did the documentaries, of course, but he also did filmmaking classes, and he said that he learned a lot during those filmmaking classes about how the newer generation thinks and what the newer generation sees when it comes to film, and he wanted to try his hand at full-fledged filmmaking again. And honestly, I've seen a lot of his films, and he's done really good work. I mean, not Gladiator, but A Beautiful Mind. I mean, several of his films I've just been like, one that he did, Rush, was really good. It was Chris Hemsworth and Daniel Bruhl as Niki Lauda and James Hunt during the 1976 Formula One season, and it was beautifully filmed. And it was, I mean, honestly, they actually used F1 cars to film it, like going 190, 200 miles an hour.
So
on these
authentic,
as authentic as you can get.
Yeah.
And anyway, what happened with that is that he I think what he got from that and he's getting from this is that him getting back into filmmaking is great, and I want to see what he does with this. And there's actually a little bit of debate going on how they're going to do the director's credit for this, because where Lord and Miller did the majority of the filming originally, Ron Howard was brought in to finish it. Ron Howard's going to be doing a lot of, overseeing a lot of the editing and everything.
Yeah.
So do Lord and Miller get like a special thanks, or do they get a co-directing credit? It's up for debate right now. People are.
I mean,
wondering.
I would do directed by.
You do all three?
Yes.
You do. You do Phil Lord, Chris Miller, and Ron Howard.
Yes, that's exactly what I would do.
Well, they may put Ron Howard on top, which actually Lord and Miller said that they wouldn't have a problem if they just completely remove their name. They've said that in interviews.
Well,
I mean, they still got paid for the work they did.
Of course
yeah,
they did.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's a good position to have, but also,
but
there's no point in doing that.
Well, I feel like in due respect, if they use a lot of the scenes that Lord and Miller, got,
they're only a part of the project, but at the same time, like, it's freaking Star Wars. Of course, I want my name on that.
of course, yeah. Which they
unless it's bad.
If they do Ron Howard,
I mean,
episode 1.
Yeah, but Ray Park is still glad he was Darth Maul. I mean,
well, I mean, he was still glad he was Darth Maul because that was
Liam Neeson was cool.
I mean, Liam Neeson was cool. Yes.
Yeah, Liam Neeson. Yeah, but honestly,
that was about
if
it.
Lord and Miller do get their name left on this, I'll be happy. If they don't, Lord and Miller said they wouldn't be upset.
They're okay with that.
Yeah.
So,
but either way, we've gabbed enough about pre-production and director woes and everything.
No, we haven't.
Okay, that's fair enough.
But we're gonna watch the trailer now anyway.
Yeah. Let's get in.
Looks awfully clean.
Oh yeah,
well, I mean, this is young. This is young Han Solo.
Well, younger Han Solo, because when he hooked up with when he took the job under Obi-Wan and Luke, he was just about 30.
Yeah,
that was around the age range that he was. So I think this will be like early mid-20s Han Solo. This is like the early days of the Millennium Falcon.
Which, and to be fair, like, I mean, it's just like a YT 1300. So like he did a lot of stuff to it that we. To get it to where we know it at.
Yeah, like a lot of modifications, a lot of fine-tuning,
Yeah, fine-tuning. As
I mean, you start fiddling with stuff until you get it the way you like it. And
sometimes it breaks, sometimes it holds together.
Sometimes it breaks and you have to fix something in like the next 3 minutes or everyone dies.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it makes for a good adventure. So anyway, the Solo, the Star Wars story, here we go.
I've been running scams on the street since I was 10.
Amelia Clarke, okay.
I was kicked out of the
Khaleesi?
flight academy for having a mind of my own.
Ooh, fair enough.
I'm gonna be a pilot.
Beautiful.
Multi-speeder drifting.
Best in the galaxy.
Hey, kid. I'm putting together a crew.
Woody Harrelson. Hey, there he is.
Lando.
You in?
That's yes.
All right.
Nice.
That droid design was sweet.
Who knows?
Oh, blaster. The classic blaster.
Oh, man.
Really are.
What's that?
All right.
Uh-oh.
Get ready.
Oh,
We're in
nice.
trouble there for a second, but it's fine.
Just
We're fine.
Whoa, shit.
fuck.
Okay. Well,
They act like I know when Memorial Day is.
okay.
I mean,
So it's interesting. So it's got the solid nose. It doesn't have the split front yet.
No.
So it's probably got like the loading ramp on the
Yeah,
front.
the customization that it's at right now is kind of at its base core.
it's pretty stock.
Well,
yeah.
Well, they have a ton of different because there are some models of it where like the cockpit is between the two front tines or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And not on the side. So
Wait,
there are a bunch of different variations.
Oh, yeah.
I just thought it was
Yeah.
interesting that they're not keeping the body stock. Like there's significant changes.
yeah.
well, I think that'll come with time. I think maybe something will happen that will cause
I think-
him to.
I mean, you
know,
saw the
modify
inside
it.
was like it looked like a like Steve Jobs designed the inside of that thing. It's so clean. Like,
I mean, like
true.
it's not going to
true.
be. I don't think it's going to be a. Hey, I think this style is cooler. I think it's going to be more along the lines of, crap, we dinged up the front.
Yeah,
What
they're
can
probably
we?
gonna-
How can we replace this?
rear end a Star Destroyer and have to replace the front.
Whoops. But
it's not going to be whoops. It's going to be suck
shit.
it, losers.
So okay.
Crap, I'm going to have to get that fixed.
All right, so for me, what I'm seeing with this is I'm seeing a lot of, you've got Chewie, of course, you got Chewbacca, you've
Yup.
got
You gotta have
Han,
Chewie.
you've got Lando Calrissian. Brilliant casting, by the way, for Donald Glover. Brilliant casting. I love Donald
Yes.
Glover. And then of course there's characters we haven't seen in this continuum. Woody Harrelson's character, who seems to be sort of a piratey
Piratey kind of
pirate,
guy.
pirate character,
Yeah.
potentially, a mentor in some way to Han
Yeah,
for this new line of work he's
One,
entering.
one would imagine he had somebody to groom him for that life. You don't
Yeah.
normally just stumble into,
Yeah, and
space piracy.
well, that's true.
Smuggling.
And for me, also the introduction of I believe her character's name is Kira, Amelia Clarke. I wonder how she's going to be in this, because I don't know if she's going to be a potential like full-fledged love interest. She might be somebody who he needs to get from point A to point B, or she's tagging along as a member of the crew itself. It all depends, because from what the scene we saw, it looks like she's at that party and she's either there for a reason, or she's either there for previous reasons, or she's there because of them. It really depends. I mean,
I've heard in the past that, I don't know if this is canon, I don't know where I heard it, that Greedo actually had a chip on his shoulder against Han over a girl. I don't know if
All
that's-
right.
maybe
I don't know
I
if
could-
she's that girl.
Well, it all depends on how much they keep from, because pretty much what they did with the extended the extended
Yeah.
universe, they just
But
nixed
I can't remember
everything.
where I heard that though. But
Well, that's fair. I mean, honestly, if that's the reason for it,
I mean, I've heard worse reasonings.
I have as well. But Heather, an outsider looking in on this, I mean, does this look entertaining to you to some degree, or?
I hate Star Wars. I'm kidding. No.
Watch you get shit for that and everybody.
No.
I mean, if you
You
okay.
turn off the video
Let
and
me-
it's just like, oh, nothing
No,
else you
no,
said
no.
matters.
No, no.
Let me just go ahead and say
Go ahead,
before
go
that
ahead.
happens, that was a joke. It was a video game donkey joke. And if you didn't get the reference, I'm sorry. I don't hate Star Wars. Clarifying. So you can go ahead and backspace. Hit the backspace button a few times. We're good.
This is like that time when I'm like, I hate this.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true.
I don't actually hate it.
Yeah, like
That's
I just don't know what else to say.
That's Ben's
that's
go-to
actually
line.
the video game donkey video I want to react to later. So that'll be on my channel soon. And if you don't get the reference, you can go there and watch it. Anyway.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
I do feel pretty good about this though. I think it looks pretty good.
Well, I'm interested as well. Also, Lawrence Kasdan, the original writer for the cleanup writer for George Lucas during the original trilogy, and also the writer for some of the best stuff in the Star Wars universe. He is the head writer of this, along with his son. I believe it's John Kasdan. I believe is helping him write this. And Lawrence Kasdan has actually said after he does this, he's done with the Star Wars universe.
Wow.
Interesting.
Which honestly, if this is his swan song for it, I'm interested to see what all he's put in here for it. I mean,
Okay, so did anyone else? Sorry, not.
Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt.
Go
Did
ahead.
anyone else hear in their head when he was loosening the blaster in the holster hear Han say, "Hokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster, kid"? Because I think that's where that's coming from. Because those guys like in the crazy masks and stuff.
yeah,
they, like,
they,
some sort of,
they
like,
seem
staff
to be,
weapon.
they seem to be. They seem
I
to be
think
very,
that's going to be that moment where he adopts that.
Well, I
mantra.
guarantee they're going to charge at him with spears and everything.
he's
And
just
he's
gonna
going to
waste
blast
them.
them all down. Woo! Chico, angry boy.
Chico, do you want to talk about it?
No, he don't want to talk about it.
This is me.
Mad
See, he's
about
looking at
something.
me.
You've
He's looking.
tasted- This is
He's
me.
looking at me.
This is me. It's okay.
I'm not touching you.
I'm not.
Um,
You shouldn't be
yes.
upset at me. I'm
I'm
the one that gives
sure-
you foods.
I'm sure the movie's gonna be fine. I do feel like Star Wars isn't something like if you guys went to see this movie and I went with you. I mean, sure, it'd keep me entertained, but I wouldn't know what the
But
fuck was going on.
you wouldn't have nearly like
you
the
wouldn't have to
depth.
because this is going to be a standalone story. Because
Yeah.
this is just like an origin story,
But
so it doesn't have
it's
to tie
still, like-
into A New Hope or anything.
I still
No.
feel like Star Wars in general, anything that's related to Star Wars, is not going to be the full experience if you don't know anything about Star Wars.
It's
Not true. Not initially true. Well,
like I have no idea who this guy is.
Well,
Why do I want to watch?
maybe.
his-
Well, maybe you
Because
won't
Because
have to.
he's a
No, it's
handsome
well,
space
maybe
pirate
You won't have to. Maybe
with a talking bear
For
friend.
for all it's worth, they're trying to make these standalone films as closed-ended as possible, meaning that anyone new to the franchise can come in and watch it and have
and
have
be
their own
like,
experience.
okay, I could get into this.
But for those people who have paid attention to the entire franchise so far, they will get some references that are not essential to the story.
Here's what I'm expecting.
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, Chico being angry, we all see coming. So what I'm expecting is, that bit where he's getting ready for the blaster.
There he is. There's the angry boy.
Just
let him down.
We're just gonna do that.
just go. Just go.
Just take a minute, Chico.
That's fine.
You're gonna be okay.
See, he didn't nip at you. He likes
Well,
you.
He knows better.
He freaking
I'll
hates
fight
me.
you over this.
Yeah. So
He'll blacksmith him.
I'm expecting almost like a Temple of Doom type thing in a lot of these cases. Like, well, okay, so not
Depending on how you word this.
go with me on this.
Go for it.
Okay,
Buckle up.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Guy brings out the sword. Doing all this stuff.
Bang.
Bang, walks away. Temple of Doom. The two dudes come out with swords, doing the same thing, and he goes, and then fights them. I feel like we're going to get little nods there. Like there's going to be a situation where he should have shot first and didn't.
And that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying now. Okay.
Again, hokey religion, no match for a good blaster.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get that. I feel like we're going to get little bits and pieces here. He's going to run into somebody who's force sensitive and it's not going to work out.
You think?
I've got a funny feeling.
I mean,
Because it seems like in New Hope, he didn't really buy into force sensitivity before he met Luke and Obi-Wan.
Well,
Okay,
'cause he
yeah,
says,
that's
"I've seen
that's,
a- actually,
that's true.
I've seen a lot of crazy things, and
Go
nothing
ahead.
leads me to believe there's some all-powerful force that, governs
Yeah,
my
no,
destiny."
you're right.
I don't
Well-
know. Based on what I know about Star Wars, I think I agree with Ben.
That's fine.
well, no.
Which is to say nothing.
I've seen The Force Awakens, but I don't remember it because we've talked about how I can watch
Well,
something and just.
I think
it's gone.
I think what'll happen is that he'll run into somebody who says that they're like a former Jedi or something like that.
Oh, they use
And
like
then he's
parlor
just gonna-
tricks or something.
Yeah, and he's just gonna like it'll come down to it where they like have like they're coming at them with like a stick or like maybe they have an actual lightsaber or something, and he just pulls out his gun
Pulls
and
out the
just, like,
blaster, yeah.
just gets them, and then they go down and they're just like, and he's just like, huh, I guess it was all nonsense, and then he just pockets it and goes.
I don't
on.
know. That one might be pushing it a little too far on like the.
I mean, I could totally be wrong. I just,
Yeah.
because that's like, they've gone back, and Lucas himself, like Luke and Leia, were like, "Do you remember your mother, your real mother?" And it's like, obviously you didn't, because she died on the operating table right after you were born.
Yeah.
Like, you can't form concrete memories before you're like 3. So, I mean, they've done it before, so they could totally just rehash something.
But also,
and that was Lucas.
Slightly unrelated, still on Star Wars subject, but I think you would be an excellent test subject for Machete Order.
Wait, what?
Right.
What are you
Machete
talking
Order.
No.
about?
I know what I
Yeah.
know what Machete Order is, but do you think she'll sit down?
I
for
don't
this?
know
Jar
what
Jar?
it is. What are we
Okay,
talking
Go ahead.
about?
Go ahead.
That's the guy. Anyway.
What order would you think to watch
3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3.
Okay, go with me on this.
Okay.
4, 5, 2, 3, 6.
Why?
Because
Okay.
fuck one.
Well,
I mean, we can do this, and then obviously we can't react to it.
well, I mean, there's one important question that has to be asked
Okay.
at the end of the whole thing, and I'm not going to reveal what that
we
question
could do
is.
like a video on it after we're done.
Yeah, I'd be interested to try this because
God, Chico.
calm down. So
Chico hates me. He just hates me. By the way, for out there in chat says Chico's gonna eat me one day. Good luck. This is a lot of ass to eat. This is a lot of ass.
He's a hungry boy.
But he ain't. But it
Who
ain't
would
enough
win?
to eat all me.
One big ass or one little boy?
One munching boy.
Who would win? One big fat dude. One
I-
maunchy boy.
I did see a funny joke on the internet earlier that said, I don't know if this is true or if it's canon anymore, but it said that Wookiees have a lifespan of about 400 years.
Mm-hmm.
So
Fair enough.
they were basically comparing Han
poor
to like
bastards.
Chewie's third dog, and then someone replied that he would have lived longer if Chewie had him neutered.
Damn it!
I laughed way too hard at that.
Damn it!
Yeah.
And on that bombshell, it's
Right.
time to end. Thank
I
you
don't
very
know what's
much
going
for
on.
watching whatever the hell this was.
If you want more nonsense,
Yes.
go look at my channel.
yeah, down
They-
there.
If you like these guys,
Or
tend-
this dog.
or this dog, they tend to appear on my channel. That's a hint for you to go see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, also there are videos of Chico being cute
Yeah, there's
or
behind
Chico
the
being
scenes
angry.
videos there.
So,
It's just one or the other.
yeah, just,
It's
Nope.
all anger.
No middle ground.
No, there's sleeping.
Oh, there's the quesadilla video.
Yeah, cute or angry or asleep.
Depending.
That's actually accurate.
Yeah.
You'll have to go look.
You'll have to see for yourself.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. If you want to see the original video, link in the description down below. If you want to see more of our stuff as well, go check out Heather's channel and also check out our Discord and our Patreon. And we'll see you later, everyone. Peace out.